With Season 11 just days away, I wanted to talk about some of the things we've learned from the trailer and the deep dive video where Rare discussed the details of the new features coming with the update next week. For those that don't know, Season 11 is releasing on the 23rd of January, so Tuesday next week, and with it comes a whole host of changes to the Voyage system which will see our pirates able to dive beneath the waves to start our PvE encounters, including world events. However, one area of the deep dive video caught my attention and I wanted to talk about it, along with an idea I've been sitting on for a while, which if Rare introduced could reinvigorate the sandbox long term and keep players engaged with older content. Hello pirates, my name is Ellie and I post regular Sea of Thieves videos on this channel. If you want to stay up to date with the game, then remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. I also have a small community Discord that you can join, the link is on screen, and I stream 3 days a week, so don't forget to drop me a follow over on Twitch as well. So the area I want to focus on today is the little section of the deep dive where Matt Kavanagh, a live services engineer at Rare, talks about the Discover tab and what this means for the future of live events in the game.
It gives us a lot more flexibility to do things like run live events. We can have voyages that activate only for a certain weekend or time period. And we can grant voyages to players that take part in, for instance, a community event. And it really allows us to do a lot more fun live events.
What he said has me very excited for the future of the game from a live service perspective. It's been a long time since they've done live events in the game. Sure, we have our community days and Golden Glory weekends, but I'm talking about the events like Legends Week and Festival of Fishing and other similar events which focused on specific areas of the game. To me, it sounds like there is some renewed focus here and that this new UI on the quest table will give them the ability to provide more engaging live events in the future. One idea that I've had for a long time is that perhaps Rare could implement a focus week for either a trading company or specific voyage types. For example, this week could be Merchant Week, where you either get extra rep or gold or even both for merchant voyages. Next week could be Gold Hoarder Week or something along those lines. They could even go more specific and do something like, this week commodities are worth 1.5 times the gold they normally are. This week fish are worth double gold or rep. In my opinion, things like this would not only increase the motivation for veteran players to play a variety of voyages again, especially with the trading company rep increases and distinctions coming in Season 11, but it would also give new players a chance to complete commendations which are now likely impossible because no one is engaging with those activities anymore. A good example of this is the merchant commodities. There's a commendation in the merchants section to steal a bunch of these commodities, but because this is older content and there's no real incentive to play this anymore, it's unlikely that you'll come across any players with those commodities on board to steal. However, give it a focus week and everyone will be running around with them on board, giving players the chance to catch up on commendations they missed, or just purely for the variety of loot on the seas. A focus voyage type or trading company each week, or even every month or fortnight, would be a great way to keep older content relevant and would go a really long way to mixing up the types of voyages players are getting into. And of course, then there would be also a bigger variety of loot types on the seas. Now, with Season 11 coming next week and a bunch of new loot types, I think there will be more loot on the seas and I think there will be a decent variety of things to steal or plunder for yourself. However, as a completionist, I can't help but get frustrated that there is content that isn't engaged with anymore, could see a resurgence if only a spotlight were put on it. Perhaps this new Discover tab and focus on live events could see this happen. What do you think? Would you like to see more live events in the game with a focus on specific voyage types or activities? Let me know down in the comments. So with the new season coming, Mike Chapman did also answer a load of questions on X, and I did find one little tidbit that's worth mentioning. The Chest of Fortune will be moving to the Skeleton Fleet and will be a new event called the Fleet of Fortune. Now, the event will be exactly the same in terms of what you do. However, you may be wondering if you can just dive to said world event and get your Chests of Fortune from, for the most part, a guaranteed uncontested world event. Well, it turns out that there will essentially be different versions of the Skelly Fleet next season. You can access the original Skelly Fleet by diving to it, which is done by selecting a trading company from your quest table and diving beneath the waves to do said Skelly Fleet. This will reward you with company-specific loot. The other version is the Fleet of Fortune, which will see the return of the red ship cloud in the sky. This red ship cloud will signify that the Chest of Fortune is up for grabs, and you cannot dive to this event. It is an emergent event only, and therefore will have to be on your server for you to access it, so keep an eye out. I, for one, am really looking forward to the Chest of Fortune being in the fleet. I was a bit disappointed when it was moved to the Fort of the Damned, because that's a player-activated event, and so it didn't bring quite the same excitement that had occurred at the beginning of Season 9 with the Fort of Fortune. I'm hopeful that the fleet will bring more of the spice to the seas again. Given that the Skelly Fleet is one of my favourite world events, I can't wait to have server-wide battles among the chaos of the Skelly ships. I can imagine there will be quite a few opportunities for sneaky steals too, with Sea Dog's Tavern and Reapers being right next to it. So it's only a few days until we get our hands on Season 11. What are you looking forward to most? Let me know down in the comments. If you liked the video, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more Sea of Thieves content. Don't forget to hop into the Discord and drop me a follow on Twitch. The links are on screen and down in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the seas.